Oh my goodness. I've written a book. I've written a book. Don't know what to say. Um, I could scream. I could scream with excitement and absolute fucking terror. I've spent the whole time thinking, I've written a book and I'm absolutely terrified to put it out there. What do I need to say? Ah! So, what I thought was, I will read something from this book. Oh, perfectly coiffed. And in it, you will find, if you decide to read it, 55 pieces of prose, which come from my struggles in life, and I think many, many other struggles that all women, should I say all, probably a lot, the majority of women struggle with. But this is about me as a woman, you as a woman, and hopefully something in here will resonate for you. I have written a book and there are 55 pieces of, I don't know, it's not poetry, it's not prose. It's written in my style. It looks like prose. It comes from my life, all my struggles in life. And I do believe a lot of you, a lot of women will have experienced similar. And I'm hoping that my sharing of me and my stories and what I see and think about the world will resonate and speak for those of you who, you've got your voice, you know your voice, but getting your voice out there isn't easy. And I can really feel that right now. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for all the attacks and the comments and so on. It'll happen. It always does. It's okay. It always does. I will survive. And even when I was thin, I was fat. Well, after all, I was a girl. They called me big everywhere I went. Solid, chunky, chubby from day one. I was only 7 pounds. Before I even took a step, the world had already decided that my body was up for debate. When I was 10, I loved my grey denim jeans. I felt really thin in them. Working as a stable lad, capable, strong, responsible, I was often left alone to get on with it, trustworthy, sensible, reliable, and fat. Eventually, age 14, my effort, raking in a fortune, cleaned the stables, the tack, got the horses ready, ran the sessions. I didn't get paid, just occasional rides when it was quiet. But my biggest issue, my hips. They'd bloomed by age 10, so I was curvy, you see. And all the other kids, well, 2 or 3 years younger than me, they were like stick insects. That's what we used to call them. They're like stick insects, straight up and down. And everyone called me fat. At 16, I moved to London. I had 3 interviews over 3 days, and I was offered all 3 jobs. I accepted the best one. No one celebrated, no one cared about what I was doing. Oh, but I had breasts. My nipples arrived first in any room, perky, loud, on high alert. They became the main event, drawing stares from men and vicious whispers from women. My breasts, that weren't small enough to be respectable, I had fat breasts. Too big, too loud, too curvy, always too much. But what can you expect? One female. I've been every size, and never once was I left in peace. My body, always under scrutiny, discussed, dismantled, critiqued. Of course, they did it with an earshot because they were only trying to help. I was 8 stone 2 pounds when I got pregnant, tiny, glowing, proud. He looked at me with spiteful eyes and said, Cass, you're so fat. His words sliced me open, and in imagination I crumpled to the floor, silently collapsing in on myself. And I wondered, how do women ever win? How small is small enough? How thin must a girl be to escape the violence of critical stares? A skeleton in her coffin? Will I be thin enough for you then? Is that when the mocking stops? It started long before that. At the stables, I did everything. Mucking out, feeding, lifting, sweating, working, unpaid, unthanked. I led non-riders 2 miles down to the beach in blazing sun so they could ride, and I got ridicule. Take that anorak off, Casa. You'll expire, you stupid girl. She'd bawl across the yard and everyone would grin, smirk, laugh outright. They didn't see a teenage girl struggling, people-pleasing, hard-working. They saw an object to fix and correct, to shame, to use. Take my anorak off and let you all laugh at my fat hips and breasts. Not likely. So I boiled inside my coat, swallowed my shame with every step, carried the weight of their horses, their stares, their twisted help. And yes, I got depressed every single day. When summer came, it was worse. The world expected joy, but demanded my body shrink first. Be bikini ready. But here's what I'm learning. Their gaze was never the problem. It was the echo of their gaze that took root inside of me. Their voice became my voice. Their disgust became my discipline. And now I want my body back. I want joy, peace, softness, stretch, and the right to take up space. I want to feel the sun on my skin and not hide shamefully. I want to wear the goddamn dress and eat the cake and feel like a whole woman. Not called anything but my name. And if you're reading this and nodding, if you've carried this pain, maybe this is your reckoning too. We were never wrong for our size. We were born into a world that made war with women's bodies and called it health. Their war against fat, my body size, had fuck all to do with my intelligence, my loving capacity, my wisdom, or the deeply conducive therapeutic and cathartic spaces that I create. So wounded women like you and I can heal and grow. They weren't wrong, you know. I was born too much, and thank fuck I was. Too loud, too curvy, too sensitive, too opinionated, too sexual, too here. Because what the world calls too much is exactly what made me unshakable. Let them shrink under the fear of my fullness. I was made for magnitude, built from bone and beauty to hold other women as they come home to what was never wrong with them. Because that's what I do. I hold the exiled, the misnamed, the women who were taught to be hungry instead of powerful. I create rooms where they can sob and paint and rage and laugh and can say it all at last. And I am the mirror that reflects them back as radiant, worthy, and deliciously alive. I am the space where shame melts. I am the breath that softens the body. I am the truth that says, you never had to earn your right to exist. I've walked the fires of ridicule, and still I open, still I rise, still I serve, still I love, wholeheartedly. Because beneath the stares, their comments, their cruelty, I never stopped being wise. I never stopped being whole. And now I'm too fucking powerful to play small. So don't call me too much. Don't call me big. Call me Cass, because that's my name. I am the woman who came back to her body, who turned her scars into scripture, who built a planet called Cass, so women could land somewhere soft. Not a brand, a belonging. Not a business, but a brave, blistering homecoming. A reckoning, a soft revolution, a riot dressed in velvet and gold. A space where women can finally come home to what was never broken. Where size is sacred, where softness is strength, and pleasure is power, and where every part of you is welcome. Even your hips, even your breasts, even your silence, even your rage, even your shame, especially your shame. Because shame is the rope they tied around your brilliance. And this, me, my planet, this moment, we are the knife that severs it. Perfectly Coiffed Pubes by me. And it's available on Kindle and Amazon. And I really hope that you want to buy it and immerse yourself in all the words and feel and hopefully be touched. Well, thank you so much for being here. And you never know, I might even read another when I've stopped crying and blushing and screaming about the idea that I've got a book and it's fucking out there. Okay, thank you so much. Take care of you. And if you're in one of my groups, say hello. Let's speak and connect as usual. And if you'd like to join Planet Cast, please do. It's all there for you. And I'll see you on the inside. Bye.